that title of this video, you saw that we got in an altercation.
Yay,
so that means it's story time.
Woo!
And surprisingly, this has nothing to do with KCon, nothing to do with the event. This didn't happen at the concert. No one tapped us because I think by now maybe like people know better. This little incident happened at the airport and we're just still confused about.
My mind is still blown.
At the airport, you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be fighting and yelling and arguing at the airport because someone's gonna snatch your ass up and put you on the no-fly list.
So just a little forward to the story. We had to get to the airport super early. Our flight wasn't until 10:30, but Atlanta's rush hour traffic coming from up here is no joke. So we left at 5:30 in the morning to get down to the airport, get our parking ride from our parking ride to the airport, get through security because that takes time, check in, and we go to get to our gate, which obviously there was like a bajillion flights before our flight time. So we decide to go down another gate and sit at some open seats.
We're just sitting there chilling. At this point, it's like 6 something, and the airport's starting to pick up. People are starting to come. There's like only one breakfast place open, and it's super busy. So I go first. It takes me like 45 minutes. Just stand in this line, get a bagel, and then Jasmine goes. It takes her probably another 45 because you went to the bathroom and she got food at the same place that I went to because, like we said, there was nothing else open. And so that together took a good almost 2 hours.
Right.
This whole time there's this like lady completely like KO, knocked out. Like it's like when you see someone in the airport and you're like, damn, they are sleeping hard.
Didn't move, didn't do anything like for 2 hours straight, just knocked out.
Then she like starts like moving around,
switching position, tossing, flopping.
She like wakes up and like I think she chilled for maybe like 5 minutes. And then she turns to us and she goes, can I ask you guys a question? And I, at that moment, when someone asks you that, it can go either one or 2 ways. They're really just gonna ask you a question like, hey, do you know where the bathroom is?
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, something like that. Or it's about to go down. Either way, something is about to go down.
Yeah.
So she goes, why out of all the seats you guys choose to sit here? And I was like taken back. The question to me didn't even make sense for one, because this is the airport and people can sit wherever they want. Only I responded and I was just like, what do you mean? She's like, out of all the places in the airport, why would you sit here? I was like, because when we got here, these were like the empty seats. And she was just like, but why here? When you see someone sleeping, why here? And I was like, these were empty seats. Like, she was trying to make the sleeping thing like a thing, and it wasn't a thing. The thing was that these seats were empty, and that's why that was the thing. I talked to her in a very confused tone because I was confused.
You were literally confused. Like, and I was just sitting there. I didn't say anything at this point. My face, I just was like.
Then pretty much she just dropped it.
Or so we thought.
Yeah. About like maybe 15 minutes later, she stands up and she's like starts pacing in front of us. And then I'm pretty sure, because I wasn't paying attention, I'm pretty sure she took a picture of us.
She did. I'm like 100% sure. She literally had it like this.
Yeah.
And the sound was on and you heard the
She's standing facing us. There's like a rail there. She's just like leaned against the rail looking at us. And in my head, I'm like, I know she want to say something again, but girl, I'm waiting. Just go so we can start because I know you got something to say. And I feel like you just don't want to drop it. Come on now. Come on, Susie. I'm waiting for you to say something.
We'll wait.
We ain't got nothing but time and opportunity because our flight doesn't leave till 10:30. So we ain't got nothing but time and opportunity. Any other day I ain't got time. But today I got time.
So after her standing there and staring, taking pictures and pacing, she finally breaks her silence and it's like, I just don't understand why you would feel the need to sit here and you see someone trying to sleep. I'm tired and I just don't get it. And you're sitting here, you know, laughing and talking and you just got here.
Hold on, pause. Laughing and talking. Laughing and talking. It was Jasmine laughing and she was like,
I wasn't even laughing loud. It's not like we were sitting there like carrying on like we would at Courtney's house or like, you know, out having drinks or something. No, We know we're at the airport. We know how to act. Clearly she didn't.
Mind you, before this, there was at least a good hour and a half of silence because either I was sitting there or Jasmine was sitting there.
We were alone. Especially when Courtney was gone, the two ladies behind us that were sitting on the chairs, like directly behind me and Courtney's, were talking the entire time. Like, I could tell you, I could write a paper on their whole conversation, literally. I was just sitting there. Like, what am I going to be talking to myself about? I didn't even have headphones, so I was just chilling.
And even when Jasmine first came back and we were both there at the same time and we were going to stay there until our flight was over, I was literally on Netflix watching Orange is the New Black.
I have become agitated at this point. Like, the first time I didn't say anything, but by this point, like, she was really just grating on my nerves. She's like, why did you choose to sit here? Like, and we were like, and I was this close to even explaining to her why we sat where we were sitting. But then I thought to myself, like, wait, why am I about to tell her why we're sitting where we're sitting in a public place? No, because she had the nerve to ask where our terminal was. Mm-hmm. I said, ma'am, that's none of your business. We can just sit wherever we want to sit.
That's like going to a movie theater and being like, hey, can I ask you a question? Yeah, why would you sit next to me in this theater?
This whole row's empty, but you sat right next to me because I can sit wherever I want.
Exactly.
That's like asking someone why they're sitting in the front of the bus. I know both of our necks were literally like cranked like this. Like, I know, because she was kind of like at an angle.
Yeah.
So, and we had our feet up on the luggage the whole time. Neither one of us moved our legs or anything. We were both just like this. I wish I just knew what it looked like from the outside looking in, because I know it looked crazy. At this point, I've gone off and I was like, it doesn't matter where we sit. This is a public place. This is not a hotel. This is not your house. There's not assigned seating. We are in a public place. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter where we sit. I could have sat right next to you if I wanted to. She's telling us, oh, if it was you and you guys were in this situation, you would have been so mad and you would have been pissed and like went off on someone.
She's like, I can just
tell you're that kind of people.
I was like, if it was me, I literally never would have even talked to us. I just would have gotten up and moved somewhere else. Like, if someone's sitting next to me and they're getting on my nerves, whether I'm awake or not, whether they're bothering me, hell, maybe someone sits next to me and they fucking smell bad. Am I gonna turn to you and be like, you sir, you fucking smell and I need you to move? No, I'm just gonna get up and move.
So she's going on. Human rights, this, that, this. You're rude, this, that. And I'm like, no, we're not rude people. And she's like, I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. We already said we're sorry. Like, I'm sorry you woke up and you feel like we did something to you. But, like, there's nothing we can do but apologize. So it's done. Like, done.
This whole time she's talking, one, she's yelling at us. Two, she's pacing. The people that are walking by, they're walking and then they like slowly walk and like look over and like see what's going on with us, because clearly something is going on. I honestly felt like at any moment someone was like gonna come up to us and be like, okay, so what's going on here? And I would have been like, we're sitting. And it's sad that that would have been the honest answer, not like, well, I socked her in her motherfucking throat because she said some shit to me, or we had a fight and now she's walking away. I break in because I'm like, Jasmine's just really getting mad. And I'm just like, ma'am, there is literally nothing else for us to talk about. Right. And I'm laughing.
And Courtney had literally said to her, like, you could have moved by now.
I did.
Courtney literally said it to her, like, she said, maybe you could have moved by now. Like, you could have been gone and found another place to sit.
Jasmine and her were talking. I know I had this stuck look on my face looking at her like,
you did. You did.
Because I was just so confused. And then, like, she's just still going on about how we're, like, so rude and we woke her up. She's like, it's just so rude because I'm so tired. I have to make this 12-hour drive.
She's like, I've had an hour of sleep. And I'm thinking in my head,
that's a lie.
We're like, we've been sitting here for 2+ hours. Like, you have been asleep the entire time.
When we first came, sweetheart, you were in like your 8th REM cycle. She was trying to make it seem like we literally just plopped down 10 minutes ago. Instead of blaming, you know, everyone at that gate, she looked at us like, you woke me up. She literally made this all up in her head. And she's like, I just have this 12-hour drive and da-da-da-da. And then I was like, ma'am, I was like, I'm sorry about that, but you're trying to make it seem like your life and your priorities are more important than what I have going on. I haven't even been to sleep yet. The only sleep I'm gonna get is literally on this plane, but I'm not over here complaining, going to the guy next to me being like, sir, you know what? I haven't been to sleep yet. I did an all-nighter, and I'm not going to be able to sleep all day. So can you be quiet so I can just try to get my sleep? Like, she was like, I'm not trying to make it seem like my priorities are more important. I was like, yes, you are. You are doing that right now. No. You could tell by the end, like, she really wanted to bring up the race thing. It was boiling inside of her. You could just tell this white woman wanted to yell at us and call us the N-word. I feel like she kept talking because she wanted us to get to the same point that she was at, so then we could like yell and scream and pop
get
off
loud and be that loud black girl.
Yeah.
Like, which obviously is not gonna happen. Good try. She was being just so rude. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, this person is really coming at us over some BS. And I feel like she thought also because that we were younger that she could kind of put us in our place. She obviously don't know how old we are because we look younger than we are, but she just felt like these young girls, oh, I can get them to move. Like, we'd have been like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. So finally, she gets up, picks up all her ratty bags.
She like made it so dramatic. She's like, ah, ah, ah. Like, girl.
And then walks by, ladies. I hope you have the day that you deserve.
You guys really need to humble yourselves. You're some of the like most disrespectful people ever. And like she's like just walking away, going on and on.
I'm like, all right, ma'am. You too. Have a good day.
And then I was like, have fun with that 12-hour drive. Overall, we were literally arguing in the airport about where we were sitting for a good almost hour. Nothing happened at the concert. I feel like we called it. I was like, okay, so since that just happened, I'm assuming that the universe is aligned and nothing is gonna happen to us at the concert now.
Uranus is in our 6th house, so we're good in both of our houses.
I think that her Mercury must have been in retrograde because there's no way someone could have woken up that angry.
Let us know in the comments section if you've had any altercations. We can talk and share and chit chat and laugh it up.
So on that
note,
we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Pray for us for KCon LA.
Oh my God.